Hi students, today we will see the posterior compartment of the thigh, which is also known as a hamstring compartment of the thigh. So let's see the posterior compartment of the thigh. Before we see the dissection of the hamstring compartment of the thigh, students should know about the characteristics of the hamstring muscle, because this is commonly asked question in the viva as well as in the theory. So student must know about the characters of the hamstring muscle. So let's see the first one. All the hamstring muscle originate from the ischial tuberosity of the hip bone. Second one, the hamstring muscle insert on the any bone of the leg. That is, either it insert on the tibia or the fibula. The third one, all the hamstrings are supplied by the tibial part of the sciatic nerve except the short head of the biceps femoris. We will see all muscle in the dissection. So this is about the characteristics, and if you know the action of the hamstring, it acts as a extensors of the hip joint and the flexors of the knee joint. The muscles, there are total 4 muscles. The muscle which has these 4 characters like semimembranosus and semitendinosus is called as a true hamstring. The two muscle, that is a short head of the biceps femoris and the adductor magnus, does not follow all these character. It has the exclusive criteria, and that's why these muscles are called as a false hamstrings muscles. Hello everyone. Today we will see the posterior compartment of the thigh, which is also called as a hamstring compartment of the thigh. So the posterior compartment extends from the hip joint to the knee joint. So there are totally 4 muscles. Even one muscle is a half, so even I can say 3.5 muscle. So let's see from the lateral side. This is the biceps femoris muscle. The biceps femoris has 2 heads. This is the long head and this is the short head. So laterally biceps femoris, medially semitendinosus because it had tendinous insertion. Deep to that you can see semimembranosus muscle because it has membranous insertion, and this is ischial part or the hamstring part of the adductor magnus muscle. So let's see the origin and insertion of the hamstring muscle. The long head of the biceps femoris originates from the inferior medial impression of the ischial tuberosity, and the short head originates from the lateral lip of the linea aspera. So these two heads fuse and form the single muscle, and this biceps femoris insert at the head of the fibula in front of the apex of the styloid process. The semitendinosus also originates from the long head of the biceps femoris and insert at the upper part medial surface of the tibia. Semimembranosus has the tendinous origin. It originates from the superior lateral impression of the ischial tuberosity and insert at the posterior surface upper part of the medial condyle of the tibia. So this is semimembranosus. Hamstring part of the adductor magnus originates from the lower lateral part of the ischial tuberosity, lower ischiopubic rami, and insert at the adductor tubercle and the linea aspera. So this is short head and this is long head of the biceps femoris. Medially semitendinosus muscle. Deep to that semimembranosus, and this is hamstring part of the adductor magnus. All this hamstring compartment is supplied by the tibial part of the sciatic nerve. From the inferior border of the gluteus maximus, you can able to see the sciatic nerve. Okay. So all the muscle except the short head of the biceps femoris is supplied by the tibial part of the sciatic nerve. You can see a branch is supplying the semitendinosus and the semimembranosus. Okay. So this is long head which is supplied by the again the tibial part of the sciatic nerve. This is the short head which is supplied by the common peroneal part of the sciatic nerve. Otherwise, all three, including the hamstring part of the adductor magnus, is supplied by the tibial part of the sciatic nerve. So the sciatic nerve continues as a tibial nerve in the popliteal fossa, and laterally this is common peroneal nerve which runs laterally along with the vastus femoris towards the fibula. So this is about the nerve supply of the hamstring muscle. So the action of this hamstring muscle, these are the flexors of the knee joint and weak extensors of the hip joint.